Alrighty, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 15 and our finale of Final Fantathon. It's been quite a week for me. I've had a very stressful week, but it's been superseded by the fact that we've been playing Rebirth all week long, and it's been incredible. With that, I am ready to get back into Final Fantasy 15. I feel like we're on the... I mean, I don't really remember exactly how long this game is, but I do remember this being kind of at least the beginning of the, second half of the game. So, we're getting close, man. I'm getting real excited. We are on the precipice of being at the finale of this long journey. But for now, let's just enjoy what's in front of us, play some more Final Fantasy 15. Talk to Biggs and Wedge here.
Thanks for the lift.
We're happy to help. Can't say the climate will be as cooperative, though, you know?
Right, especially the gorge.
The place is freezing. Makes sense what with the ice goddess's cold corpse lying around. It's a rather long ride, so I suggest you bundle up before we ship
I feel like their voices don't really fit.
By the way, I bumped into a woman from the manor. Used to serve House Flore. Must have gone off looking for you. Said she had something important to discuss.
With me? Guess I ought to find her then.
We'll be waiting on board. Give us a holler when you're ready to shove off. Shall we?
Worst Biggs and Wedge ever. I don't know. Sometimes Biggs and Wedge are more of just a reference. They're not really characters, which is how I feel like they are here.
My word. Is that you, Prince Noctis?
Yeah. Have we...
Oh, blessed be the stars. Just look at what a fine young man you've grown into. I am Maria, a retainer in service to House Flore. I doubt you'll remember me after these long years.
I can't say I do.
Don't worry. Who I am is of little import in light of what I wish to discuss. Lady Lunafreya risked everything to spirit the ring of the Lucii away from the Citadel. Did she deliver it to you?
Yeah.
Stars above! My fears have been assuaged. Lord Ravis, too, will be overjoyed to hear this news.
Ravis too.
I beg of you, please, see the ring to Noctis, on my behalf. Already, my flesh has begun to fail me.
No, I cannot accept it. By your hand, it must be done. To deliver the ring and inspire the king is your calling. You mustn't fall.
But I lack the strength to go on.
Find it, Lunafreya. You have the will. Go to Noctis. Show him the truth of your heart.
I understand you will go hence to the Imperial capital.
Yeah.
Lord Ravis has King Regis's glaive in his safekeeping, and it was his wish to return it to you, my prince. Though I imagine it will not be easy for you to find each other.
I'm a king, actually. Thanks.
I'll get it from him somehow.
I pray it shall be so.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like really detached from the whole Lunafreya thing. Like, I don't understand it. Like, first of all, every scene she's in, she seems like she's in extreme pain, but they don't, from my understanding, they don't really explain it much. They just say, like, she has to toil away to power the ring or whatever. But, like, we don't really get a scene of her, like, I don't know, like, putting her power into the ring or something, you know? Like, she just kind of sits there and just, and then I feel so confused by, like, they keep saying she needs to give the ring to Noctis. She needs to be the one to do it. And they keep telling Noctis, like, you have to go find Lunafreya. But somehow, like, why is that hard? Like, I don't understand why that's hard. Like, if Lunafreya getting to Noctis and giving him the ring is so important, why does it seem like everyone else is working against it? Like, she's just stuck in that room and, like, no one will help her get to Noctis. And when we get there, they, like, don't just take us straight to her. She has to do her speech, and then, like, we have to find her ourselves. Like, why is it so difficult? Why don't they just put her in a car and drive her to Noctis? Like, I don't really understand why it's a problem. Like, it feels very, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, really confused by the whole thing. Seems like everyone we talk to is, like, understanding that that was the ultimate mission, but then she just sits there and we just mess around, and, like, I don't understand what was so hard about this. The Empire has the ships and stuff, but do they not have any way to just take her to Noctis at the beginning of the game? Like, what? Was there no way to just get her to the capital? Like, I don't get it. And why were they even split up in the first place? Like, I don't... It seems so melodramatic. It's like, we gotta get Lunafreya to give the ring to Noctis, but I don't see any, like, real barriers to do that. Like, just go do it. Just put her in a ship and take her to Noctis. I don't get it.
About the crystal. Remember how I said it was locked away?
Yeah?
They really don't allow anyone near the thing. The Emperor himself never got close to it. The lab rats had a theory that the crystal posed some kind of threat to the demons. The way they see it, that's the reason the Chancellor had the Emperor go after it in the first place. Dunno, but that theory holds water in my book.
I mean, like, I seriously doubt the explanation is that they couldn't find us. But even if that's what they're saying, even if they're saying, like, they didn't know where Noctis was, the dog knew where we were. We talked to the dog like 97 times. Sid knew where we were. Like, everyone else gets news from everyone constantly. They get news from the capital. They get news from the city. I forget what's the name of the city she's in. The Italy city. Like, they're constantly, every time we wake up, they're like, we got news that Luna breathed heavy once, and also your dad's dead. Alticia, your dad's dead, and this guy's missing, and this exact thing's happening at Alticia right now, and she's going to give a speech, and like they have all this information constantly. And the dog finds us like 5 different times. And for some reason, like, it can't be a lack of information, because like we could have even put our location in the book.
Noctis,
Yeah?
Prince Noctis, were you excited to marry Lady Lunafreya? Because she was really excited to marry you. She looked so happy the day her dress arrived. She really loved you, Prince Noctis.
Thank you.
At first, the father had mourned the fate of his chosen son. Yet in Tenebrae, the two found solace.
Yeah, also she knew where we were.
It was not the Oracle who assuaged their fears, but the girl. She holds the true power.
I have little to offer a king, other than the voice afforded the Oracle. Nevertheless... And... I'm afraid you might find this foolish. But... to be together with Noctis again... even if only for a short while... it... would mean the world to me. I do not seek to guide him, merely to stand beside him.
Lady Lunafreya worried she was burdening you with the wedding. That's not true, is it?
No, not at all.
Okay, I have a dumb nitpick. What was the point of having our character look dirty during the cutscenes? Like, what were they trying to do with the dirt thing? Were they just like showing off that it was a thing, like that they could do it? I was thinking about this earlier. Like, they wanted to be like realistic, so if you like roll in the dirt, Noctis gets dirty. And then your teammates will be like, wow, you're dirty, you should take a shower. But like, there's no real mechanic to do. Like, I think the only way you get clean is you go to a rest place, right? So like, maybe in the open world, yes, but like during the story, Noctis is just kind of always dirty. He's like dirty in every cutscene, and it's like kind of distracting. I don't think there's really like, there's not a way for me to clean myself right now, is there? I don't have no like the sponge item. They should give you a sponge item. You can clean yourself whenever you want. Gunducky, thank you for the tier 330, man. Thank you so much, dude.
How in the world could something like this happen?
Perhaps this is the way it ends.
Maybe you're really supposed to try to like do the fights without rolling around so you don't get dirty. Maybe that's the idea.
Ready to depart. Just swapped out the damage cars for some new ones. Give one of us a holler when you're ready to shove off, then.
Dining car's open, if you need a break.
Shall we shove off, then?
Climb aboard.
Oh, really? Were those scenes added later? It's wild to think that there's even less information in the original game. Like, the original version I played, we didn't even get to see that. And even with this, I'm still, like, lost.
Millions. They're in my good hands.
There's an accessory that prevents you from getting dirty? No way. That's pretty great.
Can't say the same for you. Watch yourselves in the capital.
We will. Thanks, Aranea. We'll see you around. It's snowing.
Get your ass on board.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that kind of a spoiler as to what's about to happen? Isn't the train about to get frozen over? Why are the... Oi!
We're on our way to our final destination in the Imperial capital. Enjoy the ride. I'll be in touch if anything comes up.
Look at all that snow. No wonder it's so cold in here.
We must be approaching the Glacian's cadaver.
Won't be a blessing if all we got's a body.
Let us hope we pass through the gorge without incident.
It's what's after the gorge I'm worried about. Once we get through Gorvus, we're there.
We've come quite a long way.
Ooh. A banknote. Yeah, I mean, when you're roaming around the world, the players will start to, or the characters will start to talk, and then if you see something, they'll interrupt each other. That's kind of normal. Like that I understand for an open world game. But there's other parts where like there's planned dialogue in a cutscene or whatever, and they do kind of seem to cut each other off. There was one like really egregious one earlier.
Still dark. Seems there's scarcely anything.
It just seems like there was kind of a lack of voice acting direction a bit. I think Square Enix has always kind of struggled with voice acting direction, at least during this era. There's a lot of awkward moments, as much as I love the voice acting in Final Fantasy X. There's a lot of awkward moments where, like, Yuna will say, like, "Yes," instead of yes and stuff. You can just tell that like they weren't super experienced with voice acting yet. The voice actors themselves were really good, but the direction was a bit off. Well, this was quite a bit later, so maybe 2 eras put together, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because I feel like my point was, I feel like they're a lot better now. Like, 16 had really good voice acting direction, and so does, like, the remake, you know? So, I feel like they've since fixed that. But pretty much everything pre-15, all the way back to, like, 10, they just have some awkward moments. With Yuna by my side. Stuff like that, yeah. I am going to bed. Yeah, you can tell when it's the voice actors that don't know what they're doing.
I wonder what it could be this
and when the direction is the problem, you know. And I don't think it's ever been the voice actors' issues. Square's always had really good voice actors.
Indeed.
But, you know, Final Fantasy X has a lot more...
It's freezing.
We better keep moving to stay warm.
The Glacian did this.
Excuse?
I think I can see her.
It's a shame. She's lying dead. Damn, it's cold.
Let's clean up out here. Warm up in here.
Better make this snappy.
Yep, that was another thing, the localization. I'm sure that the Japanese is a lot smoother. I've heard that they had issues matching the English to the Japanese in terms of the pacing of the scenes, so sometimes they have to ease. You know? So that's a big part of it too. But you know, by the time 15 came out, they had a much bigger localization team and they were much more invested in the English translation, so it's they have less of an excuse. I believe so, yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but I have heard that specifically they had to speed up some of the English dialogue to fit the animations. I'm pretty sure that's why Yuna by my side is the thing. I don't understand good for the time, because Square was still new to voice acting. Final Fantasy X was one of their first voice acted games. I think they had published a few PS1 games with voice acting, but nothing to the level of 10. So yeah, no, they were just inexperienced, that's all. Like I said, that's the direction, not the voice actors. As I said, the voice actors were perfectly fine. The voice actors have always been very good in Square games, even the English ones. But they were pretty. Can you heal me, please? Oh, Ignis is blind. He can't tell. Can't tell I need healed. Just yell at him. Yeah, direction for voice acting takes a lot of knowledge and experience to get right. Same as in like movies. That's the thing. You can tell when you watch a movie that has really good actors, but the director is bad. You can tell because, like, they make a good actor look bad. Ouch. Yeah, I was gonna say, this enemy is very Fallout. This is going well.
I'm fine. Pay me no mind. Yes, I'm just the thing.
That's not the move that I want you to have. Why do you have a different move? Do we really need that? Just do it. Wow, I was holding square.
Try this.
This thing is not dying. Ow.
Don't die on me. Don't worry about me. Gladio.
I'm worried about you. Why is he just standing there? Okay, he just gave up, I guess. He just gave up. Nah, he's done. He had his fun. It's like the third time an enemy has just like stopped fighting.
Ain't got time to waste.
Think I don't know that?
Hey, Knocked!
What's up?
You better get in here. Something's
Got
not
it.
right. Come on,
Be there in a
Iggy.
sec.
Right.
No way. You! Hold it! That son of a bitch. What the hell?
I really love this train. So many scenes on this train.
Stop! Stop, damn it! Where is he? Where's Prompto?
Oh, there you are. I'm worried about your friends. They've fallen and they can't get up. Why not lend them a hand? A coldness that can only be hers. The face you wore the day.
Let it now be done, as promised to the Oracle.
Tiana, it's you. You're the Glacian.
Thanks for saying that.
Tales of the past and hopes for the future are manifest in the King of Kings. The Frostbearer's blessing shall be his.
Ask nothing.
The Six have safeguarded this star since time immemorial. Each of a different mind, but united by this common purpose. God's protection extends to all creatures here below, even to the mortals created in their image. They are feeble creatures leading fragile lives and clinging to foolish fancies. The Frostbearer scorns these visions of hope, which melt like snow in the sun's light. Yet the Pyre Burner admires their strength of will. For their reverence, he grants unto them his flame, and the world of man flourishes. His benevolence warms the frozen heart of the Frostbearer. The mortals have earned her respect, he her love and admiration. It is not long, however, before some among those men ascend to new heights of hubris. The people of Solheim spurn the gods who bless them, the gods they once worshipped. The ungrateful mortals incur the wrath of the Pyre Burner. he seeks to raise the very civilization his flames once helped build. But the Six are sworn to defend the star and all her inhabitants from harm, and, at times, from one another. The flames of war surge as Solheim fends off the pyre burner's fire. The gods' pleas for peace fall on deaf ears, and the battle rages on. When the smoke clears, the world of man is in ruins, their star left scarred for time eternal. Wearied from war, the Six seek solace in slumber.
This song's a banger.
This tale of our shared past is entrusted to the King of Kings.
But yeah, they could turn it down a little bit.
that he may see it to its conclusion.
Why does her body move around like it's jello? It's bothering me. She has like the most unnatural stomach. It's making me sick.
In the days that follow the war, while the Six are still asleep, the pyre burner is sought by a man who draws him away from the light. His peril is sensed by the Frostbearer. She rushes to his aid, only to be felled by the foreign hordes. Those masses are now one with the darkness. Darkness that before long will swallow the Six and the star they protect. This star's fate no longer rests in the hands of the gods. It sits on the shoulders of the chosen. Deliver this world from darkness and grant my love release.
I promise I will.
The Oracle is no longer of this world, but her thoughts remain, and they must be known.
No, I was literally about to say that. Why, like, I feel like so much of this plot is plot convenience. It's insane. If Shiva has been here the entire time and her entire goal is to protect Noctis and protect the star, why are we doing this now? Why, like, hello, you've been here the whole time. Why didn't you just pick up Luna and bring her to me days ago? Like what? I mean, it's so confusing. She's known this whole thing this whole time. She's been with Luna and been with me. She's known exactly where both of us are this entire time. Also, after Luna died, we could have died multiple times between now and then. You know, Arden's been following us this whole time. He could have killed us multiple times. We've only barely escaped death multiple times. I mean, where were you then? And where were you when we were fighting Leviathan? Like, where have you been? You've been standing there, like, what? There's got to be a reason, right? Because this is, like...
When the boy begins his existence on this star, the girl is met by the High Messenger. It is ordained that she will...
Yeah, I'm not saying that there's no reason, because I'm sure there probably is. I'm saying that the way it's given to us is way too confusing. You know, like, we need the answers at this point. I could understand not explaining it back then, but, like, now it just feels frustrating. It's like, why? Like, just tell us, like, what, you know? It seems like so much... It seems like so much of this game is explained elsewhere. And then they updated the game to add more cutscenes, but it's still, like, it's still not, you know, we still don't understand half of the very obvious plot holes, you know? And it's not like this game is overbearing with it's not like, you know, oh, there's so much text and so much dialogue that they just didn't want to add more. Like, it's pretty barren in terms, I mean, it's probably the least text-heavy Final Fantasy. I would not mind a couple more cutscenes to explain some of these very obvious plot holes and frustrating things, you know? I don't think it's like I'm being overrun by information. It's the lack of information that's frustrating. And maybe there's just parts of it I'm not understanding, but from what you guys are saying, it seems like you're with me on this. Like, I think it's more of just it's explained elsewhere, you know. And that's all I heard, you know, when we first played the game. That was the biggest kickback I got when we played the game for the first time, and I was like, I don't understand what's going on. The biggest kickback I got was like, oh, you have to read this, or oh, you have to see this, or it's listed in this, or it's on, you know. It was always like, well, if you read the wiki, then you'd know. It's like, well, I shouldn't have to, you know. The extended lore should be just that, extended lore. It should be interesting if you're into it, but the bare minimum that we need to know to comprehend the story should be in the story.
With him to return the light, the girl reaffirms that promise. The High Messenger is moved by the girl's determination, her heart warmed by the girl's benevolence. Her faith in mankind is restored once more.
Sister, cease this madness. That boy will never be king.
Noctis is chosen. It is ordained. You of all people should know.
I know that you are throwing your life away.
That may be. But it's my choice.
When is this happening? They look the same age, but now, like, she's outside her room and he's like against it, and like, I'm so lost.
If only... If only I could hear his voice once more.
Just have him take you. I don't get it.
If we could laugh together as we did as children. If we could live out our days together as we once dreamed.
Wherefore does the lady weep?
Forgive me. I vowed to only cry where prying eyes cannot see the tears in mine.
Yet others need not hide their grief. Is she so different from them?
No. She is no different at all. She wants exactly what they do. To be with the one she loves. But want though she may, it is not to be.
The lady's thoughts have been hurt. The love she bears the king shall never fade. And, in time, her feelings shall be known unto him.
Doesn't he already know?
And if the words are not spoken from her lips, then the messenger shall see that they are heard. The god's favor and the lady's love shall be with him evermore. Thus it is promised between the oracle and her familiar.
You know, I wonder how different this game would have been if it wasn't an open world. And instead, it was like this long, arduous journey from point A to point B. Like, imagine if it wasn't an open world at all. And the story was that Noctis was an Alticia, and then something happened and he was forced to go to his dad's kingdom, and then it got blown up or something, and like the whole story, or at least the whole beginning of the game, is just a straight shot from his kingdom to Alticia, and like it was just a long journey, and like he had to make the journey, and that was like the story, was like him getting there. I feel like that would have made all of this like have so much more weight and value. Like, and you know, he takes his 3 trusted protectors, and their whole goal is to just get Noctis to the Oracle. Which feels like that was the goal, but then they just do a bunch of other stuff instead. But, like, imagine if it was just, you know, we got to get him to the Oracle no matter what. And this is the only, we got to travel from here to there, you know. And we're never caught by the Empire. And then, because that part also, it's like Arden captures us and he's like, I'll drop you off wherever. Okay, drop us off at Alticia. Like, drop us off next to Alticia. Drop us off at the front gate. Like, you know, like, get rid of all that. And it's just literally a straight shot. The Empire is trying to stop us the whole time. And we're just, like, trying to get there. And it was like this epic journey from point A to point B. And then we finally get there, and then Leviathan happens, and she dies, you know? Like, I mean, I wouldn't be... I don't know. I think that they wanted this to be an open world game since, like, its inception. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was designed as a linear game and then the higher-ups were like, yeah, we want an open world because those are popular, and then they screwed it up. But I don't think so. I think it was planned as an open world game from the beginning. I could be wrong, but the game was in development hell forever, so like it does kind of bring up the thought of maybe they did have that kind of plan for the game, and then the higher-ups were like, open world games sure are popular. Why don't you start over? Make it an open world game. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think that's what happened. But it would explain a lot, that's for sure.
I am undeserving of your kindness. Thank you.
And so the promise is fulfilled. As her words go with him, so shall my blessing.
Yeah. Thanks.
O King of Kings, restore the light unto this world.
Thanks for almost killing me, I guess. And my friends.
Farewell, dear Noctis.
Luna, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. Not even when you needed me most. There was so much you wanted to say. So much I wanted to say. And now, I'll never have the chance.
Well, it's kind of your fault.
I'm so sorry.
I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
Luna. You and I will be together again someday. I promise.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I feel like it was a bit overbearing with like the constant flashbacks that we've already seen. And also like your friends are potentially dead. Let's battle with these emotions later. Let's save our friends. But no, that was a pretty cool scene. I'm incredibly confused about how we got here, but it's a good scene, at least.
What are you looking at?
And he's dead. We beat him. Game over. Arden's dead.
Hey, wake up.
What happened? Not. Are you alright?
Yeah. I saw the glacier. It's okay. She's gone now. You guys check out our drivers.
Got it. You good? Yes, I'm fine. Let's go.
I feel I've earned the right to call you not. For a moment I felt death's chill wind. Such is the might of the gods. But then I remembered I'm immortal. Such is my blessing and curse. Your attack hurt me, nevertheless. My feelings, at least. And after all the memories we've shared, remember this. I should have asked if you remember him. Truly a blast from the past. Nay. You mustn't take what's not yours.
Where is he?
He? The little gunman's a short shot away.
Where?
Where else but Gralia, the seat of the Empire? I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you. And you might even find your crystal. With all these demons about, you could certainly use it. Off you go, then. I wouldn't want to keep you from your friend.
I can, like, say anything? I wonder if we're gonna get more backstory on Arden now, because I remember when we played originally, I just had no idea who he was or what, like, everyone said, like, you gotta play the DLC. Like, why is he immortal? Why is he toying with us? Why is he doing, like, anything he's doing? Why was he messing around to the star? Like, I've heard he's a great character, but in terms of the regular story, we just get no information.
I can't imagine what it'll be like.
Swarming with demons, but you knew that.
Huh. Don't remind me.
Once we arrive, we'll make for the keep.
The keep?
Zegnortus, an Imperial megafortress said to be impregnable.
With Prompto and the crystal inside it.
What goes in must come out. So, are we buying the story that the crystal can purge demons?
The proof is in the purging, but it does stand to reason. We've observed that as the nights have grown longer, the demon hordes have grown stronger. If they are in fact averse to the crystal's light, it could save not only Lucis, but the world.
We'll find out once we take it back.
See, that's a real shame, because I feel like that's something that this game's kind of missing.
The hell?
What is it?
My guess, something to sidetrack us.
I feel like the last 3 chapters have just been, we're on the train and then it gets stopped by something. Yeah, like, I imagine if we took this game and we added this mechanic of, like, the villain also being kind of a hero in his own way, I feel like that would add a lot of depth to the story. I feel like that would do a lot to help the story be more interesting.
What now?
He's trying to keep us out with the demons.
Whoa!
Gotta run, don't worry about us.
Let's get to work.
What's wrong?
The weapons. They're
Get
stuck.
back!
Because right now it's just kind of one note. Like, it's just kind of like the beginning was the beginning was like get to Luna, and now it's just like Arden bad guy, you know.
Got a better idea?
We trade the train for the regalia.
Come on!
On my way.
Looked! The freight car!
Keep moving.
The stuff that's happening is complicated enough, but the overall like goal and characters are pretty flat. It's just like we're the good guys, Arden's the bad guy. Let's get it, you know. So it would have been cool to have that extra step of like, is Arden a bad guy? Like, should we be fighting him? Like, I feel like that would have helped a lot.
Threat upgraded. Activating level 4 security measures. Sealing all gates.
And apparently they already had that in place, they just didn't tell it to us till the DLC, you know?
Don't crash!
Thanks for the tip.
Where are we now?
Inside a tunnel. On the train tracks.
Don't slow down, or they'll catch us up!
Going as fast as I can. Hang on.
They behind us? No. I just have a arbitrary timer. There's nothing chasing us. Oh, I see some goblins on the crates.
What was that? They're trying to blow us off the tracks.
One clean hit, and it's over.
It'll take a bit more than that to stop His Majesty's trusty steed.
Dodging one thing to run into another.
The regalia can take the punishment. Just focus on your driving.
You can do it, girl. You can get through this.
I can't get through this. You lied. Why can't I reverse? There we go. What the heck? Wait, are you serious? Wow, you had one job and you couldn't even get that right. If you hold brake, you don't reverse. You have to let go of it and press it again for reverse to start. I've never seen that in a driving game in my life.